This is Redruth. Now Redruth is one of these small, innocuous, anonymous little towns right slap bang in the middle of the English deep south. The wider area is empty, it's rural, and it has this affinity for an independence it never really had. It's also where I grew up and where I now find myself after university. And Jesus Christ, it's dull. And as well as being extremely dull, it should be at the top of your list of places where you really don't want to find yourself after dark. I mean, the whole town looks like the internal nightmares of some 70s interior designer. There is a Christian bookstore, but no regular bookstore. And when I left home in the heady days of 2009, I was really surprised to find that you didn't have to travel 10 miles that way to get a pair of socks. That's not to say that there's nothing here, like, there's lots of churches. There are lots of drinking establishments where you can get your head kicked in. And this is a co-op that used to be a spa, and that's where I went to school, but then I realised I was a man standing outside a primary school with a video camera. So mainly out of curiosity and boredom, I decided to research this town, because very clearly, like due to these pretty buildings and things, it had been in slightly better nick at some point in its history. In the mid-1800s, this was the place to be. This is the first house to be powered by gas lighting, and the steam locomotive was invented like 5 miles down the road. And this is the equivalent of someone inventing the iPad and the coolest electric car right slap bang in the middle of Arkansas. For a whole 30 years, tin mining flourished here, leading to a lot of houses being built for like all these really wealthy mine owners. And also, they mine so extensively around here that if you buy a house here, like this one, you have to have special insurance because it may just cave in at some point. People's gardens just cave in from time to time. And then the British Empire kind of took hold, like finding cheaper tin elsewhere. In the 1890s, this place just emptied. 2/3 of its population went abroad. So in a way, it's your history too if you live here, or here, or here. And it's been in a sort of malaise ever since. Now I find all this sort of thing really interesting because usually the history of towns are quite linear, like Bath has always been rich, certain parts of London have always been poor, but very rarely has such a nosedive happened. So yeah, tell me about your hometown. Until next time, bye!
Hey, I'm a horse, and why don't you subscribe to our channel? We upload videos frequently. Yeah.